it's thinking really hard. Oh, we are actually
We are
live
live.
now. Yay, awesome. Okay, so we are live. It is Geek Speak. We have had fun technical difficulties. We've had scheduling weirdness, but we made it through to here. And today we are talking about 404 pages. What you should design in them, or what makes a good 404 page, and also like what are some missed opportunities. And also we're gonna have live examples that I'm really gonna hope that this go pulls through, because yeah, that's gonna be our fun today, is trying to actually have some live examples of that. And my name is Phelan with Seymour Digital Media.
And I'm Rena from Full Serve Web Marketing. And today I'm actually pretty excited about this topic because it's something that often gets missed, overlooked, or just ignored by many designers and developers out there, especially the smaller ones, because the idea is that first of all, the idea is that we're not getting to a 404 page. So that's ideal. But when we do, it's a missed opportunity because usually it just says this page doesn't exist. That's sort of like the default.
Yeah.
And lots of developers and designers just rely on, say, the WordPress or the Wix or the Squarespace default pages to do the job. So we were talking about this, and on
Well,
Tuesday, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was
Oh, we
just
need
going
to
to say
share.
before we even got to that, I was going to say, just to do the Socratic method, what is a 404 page, just so everyone's on the.
Yes.
So I'm going to quickly go through this. So what it is that it's a server response code. So my browser reaches out to a website, and it's expecting different messages back to let it know what happened when it actually reached out to the page. 200 is what you're going to get most of the time. That means you got to the page. It says, okay, good, you made it. 300 is, oh, that used to be here. Now it's over here. And that can either be permanent change, like a 301, or temporary change, like a 302.
So what you're talking about here is redirect. So basically, you're not going to, as the viewer, you're not going to have any disruption or weird experience. You're just going to get to the page. The developer has organized that for you. So you
Yeah.
probably won't notice if you hit a 300
Yeah.
error message. Yeah,
Most of the
or
stuff was,
message.
yeah, most of the stuff was developed when like you were using a terminal server.
Yeah,
Like this was not like a fancy browser. Most of this was like,
yeah.
hey, did we get an answer back? Yes, we did. What happened? Okay, and it tells you information on like it's good to go or whatnot. And so a 400 is you made the request wrong. So it's that I made a request to your website, and whatever
So
I asked for
you've
it
put
was
in
wrong.
the wrong you put in the wrong URL, or somebody has moved or deleted the page. That's
It,
what's happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the you either in good intent made a request to a page and it's not there anymore, or like you
Hmm.
just made a wrong request. Like you asked for like, a lot of the ones we use for the examples is you literally type in 404 because it automatically will get you the 404 page because like no one has a page that's called 404. So it's like you made the wrong request. And then the last one is 500s, which is
I
something
hate
is,
those ones. I hate
yes,
those ones.
that means that whoever you made the request to, they're having a bad time.
The
They're not
server,
having fun.
it's at the server level.
Yeah,
So 404s are at the website level, and 500s are at the server. And those are the ones that make me crazy because I have to go talk to Josh and work out with the hosting what's happening on the server. Is
yeah,
it a server problem? Is it a website problem? So yeah, so 500s put the fear of God in all sorts of people. Well, maybe not all sorts of people, but in me for
it
sure. I'm
should.
speaking from, yeah,
If it doesn't, it should. If you do anything
yeah,
with websites and you get a 500, that should you should automatically get really scared. It's the one
yeah.
that things are
The
not
site's
going
gone down.
well. Something has
The site's,
happened. You need to go and talk to some people that have server access and fix things.
yes,
Anyway,
right.
I think we kind of covered just like and the other one I just want to do anytime we do server codes, I have to say this one is the 418,
Oh,
with
right. What was
which is
that for again?
it's the April Fool's Day. I am a teacup,
Oh, right. Yes,
and
I
it's
am a teapot,
teapot.
actually. If
Yes, I was. I know it's tea because it was British people that encoded it, and
yeah,
so they put in because at the same time it was British people that mostly encoded a lot of the stuff at the start. So of course they had like some tea reference in it. Um,
yes.
and also I'm just going to spend 1 minute to explain this one. There's also you'll notice that there's a 404, there's a 400, a 401, and a 403. Notice how I didn't say there was a 402. And the 402 is the reason why is because Andreessen Horowitz, when they created Netscape, couldn't get banks to go with payments. So 402 was supposed to be your payment wasn't processed. It was supposed to be an error message saying that your payment wasn't processed. But none of the banks would go along with anything with this internet stuff. So they just were like, no. And so that's why there's no 402. Anyway, that's just like 1 minute of weird internet history. That's kind of like you learn this stuff and you're just like, what? But anyway,
so I found actually an example of a 418, and what it came from is, just to give a little bit more of a story. Somebody decided it would be a fun April Fool's joke. The coffee's not ready because I'm a teapot. That's the long form version. The coffee's not ready because I'm a teapot. So that's the joke. I'm not sure it really lands that well in North America, but it's funny to developers and to the British maybe more.
British developers, I would say.
Yes,
like
yeah, yeah.
they're a peculiar bunch of people.
Hmm. Okay, so I'd like to. I think next we want to. Oh, and then we're going to talk about how to avoid them. So the ideal situation is that you're actually not sending people to 404 error message pages. And as I said earlier, they come up because you've either misspelt something into the search bar. The other option, and we can't control people's misspelling, that's something that happens. The one that we can control, though, is when we've changed our pages on our website and we haven't organized the traffic to go anywhere else. So generally speaking, best practices are, if you are deleting a page or putting a page back to draft, you're going to concern yourself with that traffic. So where it comes from is the Google SERP. If somebody puts in a search query, for example, or if they found a link somewhere on social and you've moved that page to the trash or you've put it to draft, there's nowhere for people to go to. They'll land on that 404 page. So what we really want to do is set up those 301 redirects on your WordPress. There's usually little plugins. They can sometimes come automatically with your SEO plugin, but sometimes you just need a redirect plugin if you don't have that. And you're going to physically set up that redirect. So you're going to say, for all the people that come across this link, well, I can't get my fingers in there. I don't know why I want to. If they come across this link, we want to actually automatically send them to this other link. So you're going to want to map that transition to similar content. So if it was an old about page and you're simply publishing a new about page, then you want to move that traffic from the old one to the new. And it's not like the traffic goes to the old one and goes to the new. It just bypasses completely and lands on that new page, which is exactly what we want. And Phelan, I know that that there was a little situation that came out in Google recently. Maybe you know more about it than me. I read that, in the olden days, we used to put, if you deleted a page completely and you didn't have any content that was topically related, you would just put them to your home page. But I did read some kerfuffle about a few months ago where there was a conversation going on whether or not we should actually be doing that. So as the SEO expert in the room, what do you recommend for 301 redirects when the topic does not exist anymore? So for example, if you've dropped a service and you're not doing that service anymore, what do you do?
Yeah, I read that. So it was given at like a SEO meetup in Romania by their like he's like a Swiss representative of Google, and so he does a lot of talking on this stuff, and he was saying that like technically you're supposed to just, if you don't, like you said, if you don't have a relevant page, just don't send them anywhere, or just have a 404. To my mind, I feel that that's wrong. Like, like all of my meaning just tells me that I'm just like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
To my mind, it's always like, if you have something that's not relevant, like always send someone to like your homepage. Like that to me makes sense. It kind of lets them know. It's just like, oh, this loop that you were or this pathway you went down, that's a closed pathway. Like you start a new one, and if it's not relevant, then leave
Yeah.
the website. That's to my mind the
So
more logical way than just a dead end.
yeah, and so we were talking on Tuesday about 404s and the design of them. Now, usually they just say, you've hit a 404 error, please go back, or whatever it says usually. So,
Yeah.
but they are kind of a missed opportunity with someone lands. So in this case, I almost think that if you don't have anything relevant, I usually send them somewhere else too. I'm exactly like that. But if you were going to send them to a 404, there is the opportunity to put a call to action or direct people to another space. And we've pulled up some really good examples of some 404 pages. I'm just going
Yes.
to share my
This
screen.
is
I'm looking forward to doing this because I've been wanting to share screens for a long time because sometimes it's hard to actually articulate verbally what's going on and so much better just to point.
yeah.
So I'm going to
This is gonna get
share
real
screen.
spicy really
I
quickly
know,
here.
I know.
What I'm
And it's
going
going to
to
be harder for me to see. So this is
I'm just gonna replace. Wait, can you hear? Oh wait, you're in the green room. Sorry. Uh,
each of you. So
sorry.
now, no, that's what
Hold.
we wanted.
No,
Whatever you had.
your audio cut out.
Ah, I
It,
see.
but
So
you,
when I share screen, I'm sharing screen. Can you not see it? Yeah.
I've got this.
Oh, it was working before.
Yeah, yeah, but then it put you in the green room. So again, we're
Oh,
all figuring this out.
so you
Uh,
can't hear me if I share
yeah,
screen
yeah.
then. Oh no, that's not good. How am I supposed to do this?
Uh,
Okay. So why is that?
I'm, I'm working on it. I'm
Okay.
this is uh
So I'm gonna hit stop sharing
no,
until you
no, no.
show
I
me
need you
again.
to share screen.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because I
Got
need
it.
it as like a third thing I can move
Okay.
in.
You can move around.
Uh, yeah, I'm trying to move
Oh, so
over.
you have to have a third person. You need to, can you add a third section on the, okay. Does that
So
work?
I've got you now.
But we're not seeing
Yeah,
my
we're not
screen.
seeing the shared. Like this
Ah,
is.
bummer.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to solo it. It's not wanting me to solo. Okay, wonderful. This is not annoying whatsoever. And Greg left us a comment. Carefully designed for a 4 page. You can just as effectively capture traffic and probably stay on your website or
Yes.
go to something else or offer them
Yes.
something.
That's
Yes,
what I was
yes.
trying to
That's
say.
what.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
we
exactly
found good
right.
examples.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
working through trying. Me desperately trying to get Ecamm to do more cool stuff. Um, I just don't get why the solo doesn't work. That's the only one where I'm. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. People can scroll ahead if they're watching this on the replay.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. This is us having fun technical difficulties. Why is it not like I'm trying to get it to do? Because it gets you to be.
Two of me is too many.
Well, it's not that. It's that it's like why it said like picture in picture. I'm just like, okay, you're giving me Rena in picture in picture. It's like that doesn't make any sense.
I wonder if
Uh
there's something I should be doing.
oh wait. And then wait. I
You have to unmute. Okay, so I figured it out. So that worked out very well. And then you have to unmute me. I can't unmute myself from this section. So,
okay.
but you could see the right thing.
Wait a sec. What if I assign it to me? The space I'm in.
I'll just carry on.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, let's do that. So
Okay.
now we're going to go to, oh, I'm very excited. That worked out very well. Okay, give me one
I
second.
figured it out.
So
It was painful, but
this
we
is
did it.
this is the teapot. Can you see the teapot now? Because I can't see you. I can't see our
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
dashboard anymore. Great. So this is the teapot example. It's super hilarious. Hypertext coffee pot control
It's
protocol.
Also funny, it's in Korean.
Yes, I noticed that. Well, it's also in English too. So,
Yeah.
um,
I'm just laughing at the fact it's in Korean
yeah.
to do the explanation.
So, so that's the joke. We're gonna go now to some of these, and they're not in any particular order, but we found some really great. Um, okay, I'm gonna refresh this one so you can see the
Get rid
404.
of the in the URL. Just do, but the
Yeah,
at that question mark.
yeah, yeah,
Just do the
yeah.
404.
Yeah, it actually auto-populated this when I opened it. So
Yeah.
we'll do that
It's
again.
so
So here is, so now see, this is the thing, it's too fast. So it was really cute, but it's
but
very fast.
it's very fast, but it's also it like again like what Greg said. It
Yeah.
prompts you to do a new thing, so it
Yeah.
gets you to
So
re-engage.
yeah, it says Obrix. I don't know why they couldn't just leave that a little bit. So yeah, it does re-engage you. So you can either go back to the website yourself or start playing with the game or the video or whatever it is that you're doing here. So it has an action, which is nice. So this is where I think that 404s could be better utilized.
Yeah,
And then we have the Marvel one, which is my favorite. We could spend a little time here. So Marvel's done theirs with all of the, like, it's got nice animation. It's
yeah.
really
Like
slick.
I really
And
like that they still have an animation for this. Like that's like
yeah,
a
it's
impressive one
on
because you
brand.
refresh. Like
Yeah, it's on brand.
well,
So
no, but
what I just,
it's also from a like a web design perspective. Like that's a
yeah,
lot of extra work to just put in because of not every one of these pages could refresh it for 1 sec so people can see what the other
I just want to explain what's happening here. So every page has its own little own little
catchphrase.
yeah, catchphrase. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. That is on brand with the image that they're showing. So that's the interesting part. So when we go to the next one, we've got a
Yeah,
whole new one. Hydra has stolen this page from the Shield database. So this in is congruent with her character.
yeah.
And this is just super fun to continually do. Not even the edge of
The
Atsu. I
Eye
don't
of
know these
Owatu.
things. Okay, the Eye of Owata. Yes, thank you. Sees your request. So it's funny, it's humorous, it's on brand. It makes sense. It's a really good little design thing to do. I'm just gonna cycle through them because they're, oh,
Yeah,
here we're
which
back
makes
at the
this one
same one.
even again very
Yeah,
impressive that they have something that's like a GIF
yeah,
animation in the background,
yeah,
which is like pretty
yeah,
because like it kind of throws you off the like the other ones, still image, little catchphrase changes, okay, whatever. But like
yeah.
that one with
This gets,
the Iron Man
yes,
costume with the rain is a pretty impressive little graphical
yeah.
imagery.
Let's go back to it. Let's see if I can get, okay. I can't get back to it.
It's random
It's
too.
gonna like,
It's not
it is
sequential.
random. No, it's not. I like that too. I think
Yeah.
random is quite hard to do online. I've tried to do random on with things before, and I'm not getting that guy at all. Now that's annoying because we're trying to. Oh, here's a
Yes.
new one that we haven't seen yet. So it's like it's got the expletives and then you broke something. Just kidding. I think that's cute. It's really fun and it's funny and it's effective.
Yeah.
So that's one way of doing it, which it doesn't have a call to action, but that's okay. It tells you to go back to your previous page.
Yeah,
Um,
it does, they don't need to be like yes. While we could have it like for a big brand like Marvel, I think it's good for them to just do a bit of funny branding and just be on point for
yeah,
what they would do as part of their own like a 404 that kind of makes sense. And like the fact that it's
yeah,
random and not sequential is even better. That it's like oh you could possibly get a new one and it's one you've
yes,
never seen before. It's just
that's
because
right.
like you haven't done it.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Spotify next, and this one isn't quite as exciting as the Marvel. In fact, maybe I should have done it in a particular order, but it's cute and it makes sense. It's got this cute little design. It's on brand. It's not the generic form, and it also tells you where to go if you've gotten to this one. And it's cute. This page is out of tune. That's totally on brand for Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
No, it's good. As far as like we went through a bunch of these 404 pages when we were doing the kind of prep for this, and there was a lot of big corporate brands that did not utilize these.
Boring.
Yeah,
Totally
very
boring.
boring. Like just nothing,
Yeah.
no excitement whatsoever. So the fact that
Yeah.
someone's even doing anything that leads you to another place that you might want to go is just like
That's
to
right.
my mind is good.
That's right. So Netflix was good too, and we're thinking that they probably changed this out. as the how they change out their content. That probably is true.
Yeah.
Um, and then I'm just going to hide this because it looks like it's part of the page. So this is, this takes you back to the home so you don't have to hit the back page and lost your way. It's completely, they've used the right kind of imagery to go with the messaging. So that's cute
Yeah, and
too.
also they do throw in the error code, which I think could be good in
Oh,
case there's
yeah.
something that you're expecting it to
Yes.
be, and
Yeah,
you
that's
you're
true.
trying to talk to their support staff, and you'd be like, "Hey, I got
That's
error code,
true.
blah blah blah." Like at least that's something
That's true.
extra that like you can use to talk to people. Like if there is something that shouldn't be, that it's broken, that it wasn't supposed to be.
That's right. So we're going to go now to the new one. And this one I like, I think it's quite cute too. It's
Yeah,
a little video, so that's great. The most awkward 404 not found page on the internet. And so this is obviously on brand for Steve Lambert. And, he's supposed to be an awkward, geeky guy. And it
yeah,
works really well. It's super, it's effective. And then it's even the wording. So I always like to use my copywriter for this kind of stuff. This page isn't here, maybe it moved, or maybe it never existed. That's actually funny because it's true.
yeah.
But to actually state it is hilarious. Sorry, that is how it goes sometimes. Maybe searching will help. And then they have the search bar for you to organize your way through. And there's also these, they've included their menus, the menu on this website, which is helpful too.
Yeah.
Um, and then we've got this one here, not as exciting as I was hoping for GitHub, but
I will say it
you had
used to be
mentioned,
very
yeah,
exciting. It used to be really cool because what they did is
yeah,
GitHub is a coding platform. What they would do is
yeah.
they had it that you move your mouse around and then his hands would move around and like
Oh,
kind of
really?
doing the
Oh, yeah,
Jedi.
he
Yeah,
doesn't
like
move anymore.
I'm so mad about that because it's like that's what made a really
Uh,
cool 404 page. It used to be one of my
that's too bad.
favorite.
I wonder why they changed that. Do you have any
Probably,
insights?
I
Guesses?
I have a very strong guess. Um, is that
Uh,
compute time that was used for the CSS on this was put over to ChatGPT, or because
okay.
because the GitHub and OpenAI are both run by Microsoft on their servers.
Right, right.
So that's
Okay.
probably my guess. Is it like if I'm going to be cynical about this and just be like, what took up all the compute time with Microsoft? Well, it's ChatGPT.
Right. So they do have these handy little links here, contact support, GitHub status, and and then I guess this is Instagram.
And
And
it's
then this is a button too. I want to see. Okay, so this goes back
the
to the
homepage,
main.
and
Okay,
still
great.
like the bit still like it does look good, but it was just better with the CSS animations.
Yeah,
That
totally.
like this is not the page you're looking for, and you stress as like Ben Kenobi from like the Star Wars, right? Like
Right.
the bit is still pretty good. It's just it was better when the animations and made his hands like move like like in Star Wars.
That's right. So we could go to this. Our last example here is the
Blizzard.
Blizzard. I don't really know this company at all. I think this is one that, oh, this is the animation company that we were
No, no,
talking
no.
about.
They're one of the largest
Oh, gaming.
gaming companies.
Right,
So they do
gaming. Sorry.
StarCraft, Overwatch. There's a bunch of them. They're a huge company that has like 5 properties, and they just wash and repeat the same ones. And they're good, but they're highly competitive games that, as an industry, and so but they're huge. Like I cannot express how big of a company they are. So the fact that like we looked at their competitor, EA, Electronic Arts,
Oh, that's right. Let's look
and
at their competitor. So this is another way, EA.com, right? Yeah, I think so.
I think
Um,
so.
they they
No.
oh,
Oh
forward
yeah,
slash
yeah, no, no.
404. I forgot
This
the
is
forward
Electronic
slash.
Arts.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot to put the error code in. Yeah, so this is actually quite boring. I was thinking that they would be much better. This was a company that I'm familiar with, and I thought this would be much more exciting. I mean, it's on brand. It definitely is eye-catching, and it does have a call to action, like to redirect you. But boring, boring, boring. EA.
Especially compared to their direct competitor Blizzard, right? Like
Yeah. So
Blizzard is like that.
yeah.
This has actually got a little bit of
Oopsies.
motion. It's like it's some branding. It's
Yeah,
It,
and then I really love this. This is my favorite. I think this might be my favorite button of all times. I don't know what this says, but where does this go? It's back to the
it's
home
back to
page,
the
so that's
homepage.
fine.
But
Yeah.
like you could tell, it's related to like a character that you could see him saying that exact thing. Like, oh,
Yeah, we've
like
dispatched a rescue Murloc to guide you back to safety. That's cute. I think that
yeah,
and these things are on brand, and that's the key. We want to be on brand. So if you don't have any kind of wacky weirdo stuff on your website, you probably don't want to do too much of this, but you can definitely put in some redirection instructions, information, buttons, that type of thing, and you can actually do a cute little lost maybe you have a little character for your logo in your logo. Maybe you could make a lost logo or something like that. Talk to your designer because they have much better ideas than I do. And
or I
yeah,
would even the one thing we didn't see, but I used to have someone that really had that is like a direct like call to action, like, hey, you're lost. Why don't you sign up to my email newsletter? Like a direct like,
yes,
hey,
yes,
you can like you have a moment there where you can actually put in a proper
yeah,
CTA of just like,
yeah,
hey, why don't sign back up with my email newsletter? I'm going to give you a free
yep.
PDF of blah blah blah. Like you
Yeah,
have
you can put
moments
them
like that.
right back into your funnel, or
Yeah.
you could get them to even book a call if you want. They obviously went looking for you for something in particular. But I really, really, again, I think it's better to avoid the 404s. But if you are going to have a I mean, you will have to have a 404 because you can't control the incorrect entries into the URL or
Yeah.
broken links or anything like that. So you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to have a 404. It does come with everybody's website. So you might actually be unaware that you actually have one. And you can
Yeah.
actually just test yours by simply putting in your URL into the search bar /404
Yeah, that's how we
and
pretty much
see
found
what comes up.
yeah, well, that's how we
Yeah.
found pretty much every single one that you've seen is we
Yeah.
just typed in
Oh,
website
I do
slash
I
404.
do have one more, but I thought it was me having my Facebook tab up, which is always what I want to do. This was the most curious one of all, right, Phelan? This
Which one?
Facebook 404. So
Oh,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah. Go show
Facebook.
you're
Okay,
sharing your
so we're
screen
gonna go
again.
to
Yeah.
404. I should be. So here we go. So I'm gonna put it in for you. You put in 404
Yeah, this is
and
the
it
weirdest
it
thing.
redirects. So somebody
To
has put on a 301 redirect URL, which is what we were telling you to do. If you lose a page, draft or delete, you put on a 301. So they've put on a 301 because we're not landing on the /404 anymore, and it goes to this person's
memorial
profile.
page.
Who, yeah, exactly. So it looks like he was
He
working with the company,
yeah, he
and
was a data engineer for
yeah, right
Facebook,
here.
and they just
Yeah.
have him as the memorial page for Facebook's 404 page.
Yeah, so it makes me want to know what happened to him, and it makes me want to. So this is one way of doing it. It's not a very corporate way of doing it, that's for sure. I wouldn't have expected Facebook to do something like this, to be honest. This
Yeah,
is this is interesting and unusual, and something that I wasn't expecting.
yeah, exactly. All right, we are out of
So I'm
time.
gonna figure out how to stop sharing my screen so I
No, no,
can.
you're good. I switched it off.
Oh,
Anyway,
you've done it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, terrific.
So we learned how to do sharing screens, and so yeah. But this has been a fun time going through the world of 404 pages, and of course, my name is Phelan.
And I'm Rena. And if you're watching us anywhere online, you can come back next week on Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time to join us again live or find us a replay. If you want to join our community, we run the Business Marketing Mixer group in Facebook. We'd love to see you there. And next week, I actually was just pulling it up and then where is it here? Um, oh, I see. Okay, next week we've got everyone. Oh yes, it's the end of the month already. Holy moly. So it will be Marketing Pulse, this month's trends, tactics, and game changers for all the things marketing that we think are highlights. So join us then. Thanks for sticking with us. Bye bye.